Hey friends, this is Chris. Welcome back to the channel. So I want to go over a couple of the big news going on in the market today. One is Micron. It looks like their forecast isn't so great. So that's one of the chip companies, kind of the middle tier chip company, and also to H&M with a clothing retailer. Forecast also wasn't so good. This is sort of what we were going to be tracking. What are companies saying going forward? Can we keep this forward momentum going on in the market? So my first opinion on this thing is I think this whole AI stuff is overblown. I've said that several times. At the moment, Nvidia has been the big winner, and then the question is, are other chip companies going to be catching up to Nvidia? So pro for Nvidia, if you want to take the bull case and say, well, see, Chris, only Nvidia can make money, right, on chips. Or people say, hey, Chris, only Tesla can make money on, say, EVs. And I'm using both of these as an example because other people say, well, if you look at what happened with, say, Rivian and the Volkswagen investment, some people in our community were saying, well, that just shows that Rivian can't be profitable in this thing and they need to be essentially bailed out. Or you could take a look at the Micron thing where their forecast isn't so good. You'll say, well, it's only Nvidia is the special one. The other chip companies aren't going to benefit. Now, the Micron thing, if you want to take more of the bearish case, you'd say, well, look, if Micron's struggling, it shows that's sort of the predictor of what Nvidia is going to do with their next earnings, right? So the different ways that you can read it. The question then is Nvidia or Tesla special and different from other companies, not countries, but companies. So my opinion on this stuff is I don't see Tesla nor Nvidia as being these crazy unicorns that are going to be able to weather any storm. I think the warning from Micron is a bit concerning for Nvidia, and you guys know the stock has shown a little bit of weakness as of late. And also too, I'll show you what's not showing weakness. I'll show you guys where I'm at, and I want to share with you. So my wife and I, we're just actually watching the sunset. She's out taking pictures right down there of the beach, and this is actually fantastic. And we're actually in Vietnam, if you guys are curious. Now the funniest thing though about being here is I'm usually, you guys know how it is, like you look at hotel pictures and resort stuff and it's never like the pictures in the brochure, etc. Here I can tell you it is. So I'm actually really, really shocked. We're down here in the rain season, and so I wasn't sure if we were going to get blue skies and stuff, but evidently, I mean, it's pretty good, right? Oh, we got our drinks coming out here. Hey, thank you. You can put it right here. So actually, we ordered a wine, and I got coconut juice. Fresh coconut it is. Thank you. Okay, so I'll show you guys this coconut here. It looks just like this. It really is fresh coconut, so that's very, very cool. And the wine, do you need me to sign?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me sign here. Okay, 1 second. Here.
Room number, full name.
Room number, okay.
Yeah.
Whoops. It's actually this. I gotta concentrate here. 5-4, there's my name. Okay.
Full name.
Oh, full name, sorry about that. So, okay. I'll give you my wife's name. It's under her name. Probably better, right? Yeah, okay.
And one more.
One more?
Yeah.
Okay. But trust me, guys, I pay for it. Just she made the reservation.
Can we get a spoon for this?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Because she was actually, she found this place through a Korean travel website, which yeah. Sometimes the Koreans have different ways of making reservations than the Americans. So, for example, just talking about travel, this kind of stuff, I use trip.com. I'm not advertising for them, this is just what I use. That's a Chinese website. Agoda sometimes we use. Like I said, I'm open to all of them. Where's Agoda from? Is that?
I don't know.
That might be like Philippines or Thailand, I think. I think it's, yeah. It's not American. So if you're traveling Asia, trip.com or Agoda. And then Expedia is not that great out here. We don't really use it, and then Koreans use like Motor. But anyway, that's a different topic. It's funny though too when we share this stuff with you guys. They brought us like some snacks here, so it's fun to share this stuff with you guys because I just want you guys to know that we're all connected. For example, the Japanese yen has been crashing, right? And the big question is like, is that going to be able to, are the Japanese government going to be able to save it or not? We also got some data out. I think it was China. They were saying their manufacturing or something like that is slowing, right? So you have the H&M data, things are slowing. You have the Micron data, things are slowing. China's data is slowing. We get some fresh inflation data from the U.S. on, I think it's Friday. It's going to be your PCE. So that's the one that the Fed looks at specifically. We have a general sense from the CPI data, what it is, and I can already tell you guys. Your hospital expenses are really expensive. You probably know that. Your food expenses are expensive, but the ones that really stick out Is your food away from home? And actually, I want to try this coconut thing. It's sitting in front of me here. Let's try this.
You can just hold the coconut, not the...
Oh, yeah, I'm holding a plate. I'm silly. Okay, there we go. Well, I wasn't sure if there's like a hole in the bottom, but I guess not. This is good. And is coconut healthy?
Yeah, but it's mostly water.
Yeah. Do you want to say hi to them?
I
Okay.
already did, actually.
Well, you can say hi again. So, there's Yeji. We're having fun. I'm doing a market update here. Okay, we'll do cheers with coconut and wine. So there we go. It's funny. Okay. I gotta do the market update. We're doing that right now. So anyway, though, the other thing is too is interesting. Right now, though, this where we are in right now, it's not exactly at capacity. It's fairly empty now. Does that signal that the economy is doing bad and things are struggling? Not necessarily, and it's hard to say because that kind of stuff. We did a report before with was it McKinsey said that things were going to be slowing down, right? That people are going to essentially be scaling back a bit. My personal opinion on this stuff is like if we're uncertain about the economy going forward, I wouldn't be planning on making any big large purchases, be it your cars or houses, stuff like that. Because you think that things would be cooling off. For example, I keep seeing reports of different car manufacturers that are offering incentives. Essentially, they can't find buyers, right? Or the inventory is stacking up. Or you're seeing that with home prices. The home price one is interesting. There was a report that came out today. I saw that where the supply is actually, I think we talked about it in the last video, the supply is actually at pretty decent levels, but prices still aren't coming down. It's crazy. And until that cools off, I think we're still going to feel the throngs of inflation, right? The other issue as well, I actually saw a report recently too. Whole Foods is cutting prices, which is interesting. And if you guys know Whole Foods, we talked about this. They're the more premium one, right? So my understanding of it lately, people are going, they're like, you know what, Whole Foods is a bit too expensive. I'm just going to go to, go to like your regular Albertsons or Costco or whatever, stuff like that. Things aren't exactly a grinding halt because sometimes, you turn to the channels and say, guys, buy gold, everything's going to crash. That's a tough, thing to answer. Are we going to go to that crazy crash or should buy gold? We've been printing money forever like crazy. And you would think at some point we're going to stop printing, and then the valuations of companies and how we price things should be, it should slow down. Or, the best way to example, like for example, we're here in Vietnam, and we just drove through a whole bunch of construction, which is really interesting. And the thing I'm wondering, and this is the bet that the people are making here, is that when you build all these, new resorts and hotels and stuff like that, that people will show up, right, to buy said things, to get rooms, etc. That's the bet. Now, if it doesn't work out for them, talking about, say, and this is we're in Vietnam, but it's a similar experience, say, in China, they thought real estate only goes up, and if you build it, someone will come buy it. But not necessarily. There's not always buyers. And so, that's where the thing in the situation in the USA is so interesting, that prices are elevated, right? You guys know this. I don't explain to you that real estate's expensive. It's the same here in Korea. It's a bubble. But like, when's the bubble ever gonna pop? Now, the difference is, sometimes people ask me the question with the 08 stuff. The 08 thing was an interesting one because essentially we gave out loans too easily to people. We gave out a whole bunch of loans to people. And then you had people buying, second, third, and fourth houses as speculation, meaning that I'm buying a house for them to go up, not as your primary living expense. So people basically really over leveraged themselves and we made that really easy to happen. This situation here, to my understanding, I don't think we have that quite of a bubble in residential. Maybe in commercial, that's been the real wonder, and it kind of relates to the hotel situation, because the whole Vietnam thing right now. It's like say we're in Phu Quoc. It could be a bubble. Do you have any comments on this? No, you didn't have any comments. But that's something that relates to the whole economy. The other issue as well, actually, someone actually brought it up as interesting with Amazon, and someone brought up the point where Amazon is going to be getting into the shipping business, right? The cargo business, build their own cargo ships. So why would Amazon do that? Well, the thing is like you're trying to cut costs, right? If you feel like the customers aren't there, so for example, maybe your sales can't grow anymore, you can't add any more sales, you want to increase your profits to please Wall Street. So then you figure out a way, okay, how can I cut costs? So maybe if I invest in my own cargo shipping thing, and I can try to make margins better that way. Or Amazon is remember they're trying to compete with Temu now. We talked about that before. Another thing that Amazon is doing is actually really interesting. I haven't mentioned this before on the channel, but I just want to mention it now. I think it was announced at the beginning of, what are we in June now? So it might have been the beginning of May or maybe of June. True story. I can order stuff from Amazon, have it delivered to Korea, free shipping. Isn't that nuts? And it's anything over like 50 bucks free shipping. I think probably what's funny is because probably the goods are all coming from China anyway. so like, you know what, why is this and I don't, and those of you who are using Amazon in Europe, because I know Amazon has sites in Europe, or using Amazon in say Japan or, you know, other places, please let me know if you got free shipping. But at least in Korea, we have free shipping. Korea is an interesting market because we have so much delivery. Multiple companies. You guys know this. Like recently, Coupang went public for the Koreans, and that company is doing okay. Sometimes people ask me, well, how's Coupang doing? I see Coupang trucks all the time, but I see lots of trucks all the time. I'd say there's how many competitors in deliveries? Actually, we'll bring Age in the conversation. She knows about this stuff. What'd you say? So there's Coupang, Hyundai. I use Gmarket, like 6. Or the post office. No, but like if I want to order like a new pair of shoes online, it's like 4 or 5 different choices, would you say? Or more than that? So for Americans though,
Each department store has their own.
each department store has one.
Yeah.
For Americans, Amazon dominates, and then we have like a Walmart, kind of has some online shipping, and then Target, but it's not quite the same. You can order electronics from Best Buy.
These days, it's one issue is.
But Amazon really dominates for us in the USA.
Yeah, but the China online shopping mall.
The
is
Temu,
like
the Temu,
Temu.
yeah.
And
Is there another one?
Ali.
Oh, oh yeah. Yeah, I get advertising for that all the time. So that's Alibaba's. What's it called? Is it just called Alibaba? AliExpress. That's right. She knows. Yeah. So, and someone mentioned before on the channel that BYD, the car company, is advertising heavily in Europe. So, you know, so the Chinese strategy right now is the real estate market is melting down over there. So what they're going to be doing is trying to really grow their export industry, right? Sell stuff to other people. So that's a really major competition for the Americans, because here's the problem, guys. The American dollar is really strong right now. So it's expensive for other countries to buy our goods, American goods. And so, you know, and if Asian currency, for example, USA could have called, if they really wanted to, they could have called Japan manipulators in currency manipulation. They're on the warning list. Which means like we see you, but we're not going to say anything. China's on the warning list too, right? It's all for show, that kind of stuff. But the reason why I mention that is because from the Asia perspective, they want to keep keep exports strong, right? And you can, guys, I just want to show you what these guys what we're looking at here. This is fantastic. Yeah, I don't know if it shows up on camera, but I can just tell you this looks really good. And the other thing too, I want to mention with you guys whenever we do this kind of stuff, and Edie's here too, but. Honestly, time is your most valuable asset. You know, if you can, figure out ways to sleep well at night. I mention it because some people they say they put 100% of the portfolio in Tesla or something stupid like that. People do this stuff and they make YouTube channels on that, and they'll even write in their Twitter, I put all my money in Tesla, or whatever stupid coin, And then they're stressing out all the time, writing mean comments. Oh, Chris, you're so dumb. You're such a loser, whatever. And it's just like, okay, guys, put all your money on Tesla. Good luck with that. The point is, like, if you want to put your money into Tesla or whatever thing, that's fine. But as just word of advice, don't throw all your eggs in one basket, and don't leave your future to someone like Elon Musk. Like, what if Elon Musk wakes up one day and says, you know what, I'm going to leave Tesla because, I want to have 12 kids or 13 kids or 14 kids. It's just... There's someone in the ocean there. That looks cool. A couple of people in the ocean. Wow. I was telling them, like, you see brochures and stuff all the time, and it's never as good as the photos. But this is literally exactly what it shows in the photos. It is absolutely amazing.
The weather is perfect.
Yeah, and the weather's this is an amazing sunset. Not like this. Vietnam sunset, guys, right there. It's so cool. It's so good. And if you follow my channel, you'll know I was born in Vietnam, and just personal thing, you can read check out a copy of my book if you haven't already and see my vlog. But just as personal thing for you is growing up in USA, people they just talk about the war. For them, for some older Americans, that's all that Vietnam means to them is the war, right? And I want to tell you sincerely, Vietnam is much more than just the war. It's the people, the culture, the food, and the environment. And yes, it's a shame there was a war here. It's a shame, but you know, you got to grow and heal. And for me, every time I come to Vietnam and just see the beauty of the country, I feel like the healing is always happening. So I know I get a little bit serious with you guys, but I just wanted to share that with you. It's like, if you ever get a chance to come out to Asia and see, it's not just Vietnam, see other countries, you should. Travel is so important, and that goes back to the thing of time. You know, when I talk with you guys every day about money, for me, it's just managing money well so that you have time to not have to stress out about things in life. You know, there's more to life than work, right? And you know, it is what it is. So I hope you guys understand what I'm saying. And you know, for me, just being able to spend time with my wife and in these kind of places, or just hang out with you guys here and share some of the fun. That's something that I told my brother. And I lost my family for 48 years. Like I said, please read my book. It's a complicated story. But I was telling my brother about, like, you know, in life, if you want to be positive to people, is you share the fun, right? And I hope you guys get the feeling of what it's like to have fun. That's what we're doing here. That's why I keep showing you guys at the sunset. So I'll show you guys one more time. It's really fun to be here, and you know, we have a lot of happy families behind us, etc. So yeah, get out and enjoy the weather, and you know, my wife and I we talk about money and we talk about markets and stuff like that because it's fun, but I don't stress out to the point to where, like, I'm just worried all the time of like I said, putting all my fate and you know, all my trust in Lord Elon. I think that's a horrible strategy. If you guys understand what I'm saying, if you want to invest in it, it's fine, but diversify enough to where you can sleep well at night and you know you're going to wake up and you're going to be golden and be okay. So thanks again for watching, everyone. I appreciate your time always, and I'll catch you all in the next video.